Hi everybody, I'm Ryan. Today we're going to look at the Pioneer metagame from this past week, like we do every other week since this Pioneer RCQ season. And there have been some major shakeups in the world of the popular decks in Pioneer. Namely, Rakdos midrange is no longer on top. So let's look at the overall metagame. At the very top, sitting at 16.7% of the metagame, is the Nykthos ramp deck, is the mono green ramp deck. So at number 2, and this is maybe even more surprising for being at the top, is mono white humans, maybe because of the popularity of the Nykthos ramp deck. And in third is Rakdos Sacrifice. That's a little less surprising because we know it was very, very popular in the regional championships and was very successful in the regional championships. Now, there's a few things to understand with this. Number 1, this is taken from Challenge Top 32s and Prelim 4-0 and 3-1s. So this is kind of a winner's metagame. Unfortunately, if it looks like if you're a Rakdos midrange player, like I currently am, this is not super great. But let's look at these top 3 decks. The Nykthos ramp deck is a mono green deck that focuses on playing creatures that have very high devotion to green, which means a lot of green mana pips. They then play Nykthos and are able to make a ton of mana, eventually just casting more and better green creatures, or comboing you with Karn tutoring out cards from the sideboard, and Kiora making infinite mana eventually, and killing you. The second most popular deck, Mono White Humans, is exactly what it sounds like. Mono White Humans is a white aggressive deck. You play oversized creatures, make them even bigger, and just like attack your opponent down. They have a lot of exile effects that makes it really hard to block the human cards, and is extremely powerful. The Rakdos Sacrifice deck, which I recently did a deck tech on, is a very powerful sort of combo synergy deck. A lot of the cards in the deck aren't very strong on their own, but in conjunction with each other, it becomes a very powerful Aristocrats deck, you know, with Witches Oven, Cauldron Familiar, Mayhem Devil, and other effects to support them. But let's look at the top 8 metagame. So we see the popular decks, but what about the ultimately successful decks? At the very top, no surprise, Nykthos ramp with taking up 41.2% of top 8s this past weekend, which is just mind-blowing. In second, Rakdos Sacrifice with 11.8%, and, you know, sharing with Azorius Control with 11.8%. We've already talked about Nykthos ramp and Rakdos Sacrifice, so let's talk about Azorius Control. So Blue-White Control is a classical Blue-White Control deck in Pioneer. They play counter spells, they play kill spells, they play board wipes, and eventually attempt to kill you with Teferi Hero Dominaria or post-board Angels or Brimaz or I forgot, Regal Caracol. And, you know, just having haymakers and controlling what your opponent is doing. It's a little surprising to me this deck is, or the control deck is seeing so much success in this meta, right? Like, they're pretty even with Nykthos ramp. I imagine they have a pretty good matchup against Rakdos Sacrifice, though. You know, they're pretty even mono white humans. But the thing is, like, if the control deck stumbles at all, the game's over. And it's trying to compete against a lot of these decks that are very, very, very good at being super consistent. But control players find a way, as life finds a way. So if you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social media. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.